Would that be accurate?
Well, until I see the video, it's hard for me to say exactly what happened. I'm not sure. His legs didn't look great to me early on. I didn't think his legs looked like they normally look, and so I know he came to the ring and they're very, very the outfit was very heavy, and I don't know if that had to do with it or if
Shout out to my General Sultan Mur for sponsoring man in the Patreon. Any other dons out there who want to join Team YB, receive daily exclusive content, request videos, check me out, patreon.com/theyb. Wow, this was one of the most embarrassing post-fight trainer performances I've ever heard. I'll call a spade on this one, like always, man. And not only this, you know what, let me stick to this. I was about to go into the other stuff. This man, Jay Diaz, was having to go at Mark Breland for throwing a towel in. Like, are you joking? Your man was about to end up like Adonis Stevenson, no joke. I had this thing come over me. You know the YB, I am prophetical, yeah? YB is the prophetical one. I see things coming, and I tell you now, that he looked like Adonis Stevenson 2.0. And you got, especially when you think about, we're talking 100 pounds heavier, pretty much double the size as well. Not good. About, I think that Wilder should have gone out on his shield. Anyway, never mind that madness. Let's concentrate on this. So, your boy Jay Diaz, wondering what's going on. Oh, I won't know what's going on until I see the footage back. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Like, that is what it is. Then he goes on, oh man, well, the robe was kind of heavy. The robe was kind of heavy. Now, listen, to be fair, I was about to take the Michael, but when your legs are that skinny, he probably ain't lying. Let's call a spade here. He probably ain't lying. His legs are that skinny. But you should have thought about that. That's why you should be doing stuff in gym. I see Wilder running. You don't need to be running. You need to be in the gym with 3 rep max on your back and doing 5 sets of that. That's what you need to be doing. Wilder needs to be in the gym doing 3 rep maxes to failure. Build them legs up. That's all he needs to be doing. No running. He's got plenty. Them legs have got plenty of running in them. They look Ethiopian. You're a boxer, not a marathon runner. You need to convert them legs to powerful, destructive legs. Not, oh, I've got a man on top of me. Oh, I've got a robe on. Oh, I'm wearing a heavy robe. So my wait there. Oh man, I'm wearing a robe. I'm wearing a heavy robe. So my whole performance is gonna fall to SHRT. Do you hear the stuff coming out of their mouths? And this is the problem, you see. I talked about this earlier, but when people genuinely do not have they didn't even anticipate even 0% of them losing. And that's when you get these crazy kind of answers. Oh man, he was wearing a heavy robe. They hadn't even contemplated it. And it shows in their performance. Their performance, as always, was one-dimensional. They never anticipate anything going wrong. They always assume Wilder will go in there with his little skinny legs and slop a right hand over. They forget that, statistically speaking, anyone who's half sharp, he ain't been able to put out. They ignore the actual facts with Wilder's excuses. Oh, I broke my hand in the Monster fight. Oh, I was sick. Oh, this. And we've already heard the excuses already from Wilder. I put a video out. Wilder's making more excuses again for not being able to get the stoppage. In fact, for getting stopped. Oh man, I had a problem with my legs and all this kind of business. And you know what? Let me say this as well. Not Mark Breland, Jay Diaz has actually accidentally, inadvertently exposed his own fighter, Deontay Wilder. Because what do we know? Deontay Wilder came out in the post-fight interview and said, oh man, I had bad legs, I had a bad camp, I had bad legs. So, if that's the case, if you had a bad camp and if you had bad legs in camp, when Mark Breland, after the fight, and you got to bear in mind as well that the post-fight interview that Wilder gave, when he made them comments about having a bad legs and having a bad camp, when that was made, that was before this Jay Diaz interview. Anyway, so Jay Diaz comes along, Boxing Social Arts Jay Diaz, what happened? He says, I'm not sure, and then starts plucking at straws about the road being too heavy, meaning that there obviously wasn't any problems in camp, because if there was problems in camp, guess what? Jay Diaz would have said, oh, you know what, to be fair, it was this. we had this problem in camp. We had that problem in camp. See what I mean? That just proves that Wilder's making stuff up, clean out the air, because no one in his team has a clue what he's talking about. Wait, I thought we had this big problem in camp. Because a camp problem is a camp problem, i.e. everyone knows in the camp. Yeah? And these camp problems aren't like massive things, as in, they're not like, it's pretty standard for people to have, like, I remember hearing, I think in fact it's well known boxing history. People say like 90% of the time, or 99% of fighters are never okay in the ring, kind of thing. So being not alright standard. So how can Mark Breeding not know? I'll tell you how how can J. Diaz not know that there was something wrong? I'll tell you how he didn't know, because there was nothing wrong. That's why poor J. Diaz is out here talking about how, oh man, the rope's too heavy. I felt sorry for him. That's bad, man. You shouldn't, these kind of guys. I know J. Diaz hasn't taken any head damage, but he was that bamboozled. He's that shocked that his fighter just got merkled by #PillowFist. He feels like he probably has taken some headshots. That's why he's talking like he is. About the robe was too heavy. That's a madness, man. Imagine, just for a minute, imagine if after June 1st, Rob McCracken had to come along and said, oh man, Anthony Joshua's robe was heavy. Can you imagine what would have kicked off? And rightly so. I would have been on here roasting him. You know me, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna protect no one. I'd have been out here roasting. But it goes to show that, like I said, these guys didn't prepare for nothing. Didn't prepare for no loss, didn't prepare for nothing. And that's why they've completely fell apart and lost themselves now. Absolutely lost themselves. No form, no composure, no nothing. Embarrassing. Sort yourselves out, lads. Not a good look at all from a professional at this level. At this level, Robe being too heavy is not the one. If your athlete's struggling, if your athlete's losing a fight because the rope's too heavy, get in the gym and start doing some 3-rep maxes.